Morning guys, hope your Tuesday is going good. I'm out in central Nevada when you guys are watching this. This is being filmed at the home place here. We got some more calves weaned, these red calves, and I'm just kind of looking through pens today and making sure everybody's doing good. Thought maybe I'd talk to you a little bit about what I look for. I rode through this pen already and they're fine. There was nothing in there that bothered me, so I'll take you with me as I ride through these other couple pens here. Kind of the most important thing when you're riding through pens like this, in my mind, is just to go slow and easy and take your time and don't stir nothing up. If you get everything excited, these calves will lie to you and tell you they're not feeling sick or maybe healthier than they really are. It really helps if you can check your pens, whether it just be from looking at them or actually riding through them when the feed wagon is going through. So I'm gonna not talk while I sift through these calves, that way I don't stir them up. Want to make sure and listen. Nobody's breathing real heavy. Make sure nobody's limping. Make sure nobody's ears are low and they don't look lethargic. It really helps to have a horse that can just ease through cattle like this. You can see Luke, he's not worked up at all. So these fresh weaned calves, they haven't seen a whole bunch of me riding through their pens like this, so they're gonna kind of want to move around and be a little bit goofier than you would think. I want to look at this little red calf here. I'm gonna watch him from the other side of this hill for a second. He's okay. I'll just make sure and look at him again tomorrow. He just kind of had his head low and his ears back a little bit, but not really enough to worry about. I didn't see anything that bothered me in this pen. So we'll go up here to this next pen and do the same thing. Just go through them slow and calm and really just watch their demeanor, you know. When you feed, these pens get fed twice a day, and when you feed, if something doesn't come up to feed, that's a real telltale sign that it's in some distress. Hi, big guy. A big old steer, jeez. Guy's looking good. Once these calves have seen me go through their pens several times, they won't even hardly pay attention to me, and that's kind of really when you start spotting sick calves easier. You know, if somebody just kind of stands there right now and ignores me and has their head down and their ears are hanging down, he don't feel very good. You know, or if somebody's limping, you might have a little injury or a foot rot or something you need to look at. Somebody's wheezing real hard, you know, or looks like they're really laboring to breathe. That's a sign of pneumonia there. Everybody looks awfully perky so far. His ears don't count, that's how he's bred. kind of let them file past me here. Everybody looks pretty good here. So we'll ride through this next pen here. And these are the bunch of calves that was weaned a few weeks ago. They should be a little bit calmer, but I'm not gonna say that they will be, because cattle like to make liars out of guys. You know, if they're standing there with their heads in the feed bunk like that, I pretty basically don't need to harass them to look at them. If they're that interested in eating, then I don't really worry about them. This little calf here is just a touch doggy. That's nice having these numerical ear tags, 131. I'll look at him again tomorrow. He's not doggy enough to bother harassing right now. You know, he's standing there looking at me perky-eared, but kind of walked off a little bit earlier, like he was a little tired acting maybe. But I'll check him tomorrow, and if he's a little bit worse, I'll make sure and do something about it. You know, another thing to look at is their rear ends, and if you got somebody that's a lot poopier than everybody else, you might need to pay attention, or especially if they start getting darker stool than the others, or a little bit of blood in there, you know, you need to get them doctored for coccidiosis pronto. That one acts quick and it's hard on them. Feedlot calves though, they're always going to have a little bit of poopy butts. They're on a pretty calorically heavy diet right now. They're supposed to be gaining weight, so they're doing just what they should. I really don't see any issues in this pen either. We have all of our external gates in this feedlot double chained. Makes it a pain a horseback, but it sure beats having calves out in the middle of the night. Everybody knows that nothing ruins a good dream like somebody knocking on your door or your phone ringing and hearing you got a pen full of calves running amok. So I'm going to do the same in this pen, just sift through them real easy and make sure that everybody looks perky, considering they all moved away from me down here. Odds are we're okay. I was kind of hoping to find one to doctor for you guys today, but best case scenario is we don't have to do anything to any of them. If you hear the pickup idling over there, it's because my little girl's asleep in her car seat, and as long as that truck's idling, she'll stay asleep, and I can get away with doing some things like this. Calf everybody's looking pretty good here too. The two bunches of cattle here from two different owners. These red calves are a little bit older and they're on inside pastures all summer, and these black calves are just a touch younger, of course, and they're ran outside on the desert. So of course, being differently bred and running on the desert, they look a little different this time of year. For what they are, they dang sure are nice calves though. Well, I saw nothing there, guys. That's the calf we doctored for foot rot last week. She's doing better. That swelling's gone way down in that foot, but she's still pretty sore on it. That antibiotics we give her, they're still working though, so she doesn't need doctored again. But anyways, that's it. We didn't find nothing to harass today. Kind of a bummer. I was looking forward to it. Luke's probably happy though. We didn't have to work too hard. Like I said, when you guys are watching this, I'm down in central Nevada cowboying down there with a friend of mine. Which of course I'll bring you guys along, but we got several videos north of Reno and then processing all these calves and weaning them. And tomorrow in real time we're gonna do a bunch of preg checking on our cows that we weaned these calves from, and we'll make sure and bring you guys along for that. And see if I can get the vet to talk a little bit about how she does that. But as always, guys, make sure and leave any questions in the comments. I'll try and answer in the comments or make a video answering your questions. And thanks for riding along, and thanks for supporting the channel. It's been a big pleasure to watch it grow, and interacting with you guys has been a lot of fun. I really enjoy it, and I look forward to keeping it up. We'll see you on the next one.